Welcome, Dr. Green. Okay, so that's going to segue us. Before we started, this was not on our agenda, but we just, before we started, Dr. Green was telling me about a very interesting situation that's going on in Florida around athletics and higher ed. And yeah, so we started having a really good conversation about it. And I'd like to talk about it a little bit. We have about a little less than 10 minutes left in our show today.
Can you bring me back so we can do a B part of this?
We could.
Okay, so just to
introduce it, and then we can talk about it more fully in terms of intervention.
So just a quick snapshot. Everyone knows Deion Sanders. They call him Coach Prime. He went to Jackson State University after the George Floyd situation. Helped the university out. It was underserved. Did a great job. Did an amazing job with the institution. Left there and went to University of Colorado. But did a great job highlighting the problems, solutions at historical Black colleges.
And his background, just to emphasize it, was
he's a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
He's one of the greatest
athletes,
considered to be one of the greatest athletes in the world. He got 2 or 3 champion Super Bowl rings, and he also played. He was a dual athlete. He played baseball at the national pro level, and he played football. So that's
then he segued into coaching in higher ed.
Yes, he segued into it.
And navigated that world so gracefully. Let's just say gracefully.
Yeah, gracefully. But here's the thing about this. It was a win-win situation. He had no head coach experience. And a lot of times you got to start as a graduate assistant and work your way up. And he was able to shortchange the system. Jackson State needed the coach. And so Jackson State is in Mississippi. It's a historical Black college, and he was able to jumpstart to demonstrate he could do that. Matter of fact, he was able to. He needed to get his bachelor's degree. He went to a historical Black college to get that, and so he highlighted that if you give Black colleges resources, they can do a great job, and they already did a great job. He just was perfect person to segue to that. So in leading that current situation right now. Ed Reed is a Louisiana native. I want to bring that up, but he is also a Hall of Famer in the NFL. He is thought to be one of the greatest defensive backs in the world with Deion Sanders. Okay, and they were also teammates. So he graduated from the University of Miami. He also done some work there in the pros. He's retired, and he had Bethune-Cookman, which is a historical Black college in Dayton Beach. Bethune-Cookman is a historical educator. They made an agreement to work together in principle. And what happened? Social media. Ed Reed, who's very powerful, very passionate, got on the social media and started blasting the administration. There were problems in historical Black. He pointed out some problems that was going on and highlighted those, and he just blasted the institution. And eventually, people pointed out, man, your father and son lit it with profanity, so you can't act like that. It's Bethune-Cookman is a Methodist university, Christian schools. You can't do that. He cited apology. But then he went back on and lit him up again. Lit him up in terms of going on social media platforms and started again. And it segued into the administration was left with a situation where they hadn't signed a contract yet. This is all, he's just going on campus informally. No, it's just a gentleman's agreement that we're going to get you. And so the administrator decided, the president decided, we're going to go in a different way. We're not going to hire you. And as the proverbial word, all hell broke loose across the country right now. Everyone's chiming in on both sides. They say, well, some people saying, well, he was passionate. What he said was wrong. He was unprofessional. That's the people that support him. The other people saying, like, at the institution are saying, we got sponsors like Disney. That is not the brand we want to serve. We're a Christian institution that doesn't serve, and so right now, the students are protesting on campus. Everyone has a side. It's hot topic across platforms. ESPN's talking about it. The Fox Sports talking about it. The barbershops talking about it. It's a hot issue on so many levels. And so that's where we're at.
Okay, well, I do think we need another another session to dive into this. What I want to highlight for our audience is that these are issues that exist at any university.
Yes.
Number one, the sports and athletic component and the financing of universities. At Ohio State University has the largest English department in the world, and I'm sure other things, has a library like nobody has ever seen. And my friend who's a professor there was sort of very, academics are often kind of, skeptical about all the emphasis that's put on athletics. And then she said the football team built that library. Yeah. So these are issues that are just intertwined in higher education. You cannot separate them. Because they not only do the football games, but alumni who are fans, contribute to the university because they want a team. I have a niece, when she was choosing college, bright girl, fantastic candidate anywhere. She was looking for a university because she knew she wanted to be a lifelong fan. And she found a university where she could, wherever she was living, she could be a buff. She went to the University of Colorado. Okay. So all to say, I want to say these dynamics are not particular to this particular university. No,
agreed.
But yes, what you do have is you have these star athletes who are taking on, and the issues that exist are not particular to that university. Every university has their can of worms. Yes. There's no question about it. Yes. But what you've got is you've got a star who's coming in and who's calling it out. And then the role of social media. And then all the players that are around. You've got Disney, you've got the students, you got the parents, you got the alumni, and there's the administration trying to hold a line. And, anyway.
We call it it's a big mess.
It's a big mess. Anyway.
Big mess. MBSS, big mess. It's a big mess.
Say that again. A big mess, like a
mess. M-E-S-S.
Oh, big mess. Oh yeah,
yeah, that's Southern. That's my Southern.
It is a big mess. Yes. Yeah, but it's good. It's very instructive. And one of the things I start going at is, well, is there something that could be done? Is there something to kind of pull this together? And with that, we're going to have to stop our show. And Daryl and I are going to have to come back because, he is going to be the expert in answering this question. So I'm going to give you some time to think about it.
Okay.
So Daryl, it's been so great to have you on the show today. Yes, so fun. This is Mercy Russell with the Remarkable Relationships Show. And if you have any questions or comments, please write me at mercy@leadershipwithmercy.com. If you want to communicate with Dr. Green, you can email him at, tell us your email address.
Daryl.green@okbu.edu.
okbu.edu. We'll put it in the show notes. Thank you so much, and we'll be back soon.